Welcome to Monkeys Unfiltered, the podcast where chaos meets conversation, and the unexpected is always on the menu. Join hosts Leanne, Jason, and Hayden as they swing through life's absurd, hilarious, and thought-provoking moments. No topic is too wild, no opinion is too untamed. Get ready for unfiltered banter, laughs, and a barrel of fun. This is Monkeys Unfiltered.
Wait, guys. Look up in the sky. You see that person flying? Wait, there's another guy over there. He's invisible. There's a guy over there lifting up a really heavy truck. This is crazy. This is a world filled with superpowers. Welcome to Monkeys Unfiltered, where we're going to talk about our favorite superpowers and maybe what kind of caveats might go along with them.
How can you see? Yeah, how can you see if he's invisible?
Yeah, that's my superpower. Is
you can see invisibility. I like it.
Negates their whole superpower, does it not?
Yeah, actually, it does.
All right, wait. Here's the question, though: when people go invisible, do their clothes go invisible with them?
So I wonder that too.
It's different in different mediums you look at. So like if you'll remember, there was an old movie for the life.
Oh my God, we're gonna get a scientific answer
from a movie. Anyway. So for the life of me, I can't remember the name of this movie, but it had like a weird cast, and I think Smash Mouth had a song in the movie. But one of the guys, they were trying to like infiltrate this building, and there was like a laser grid. And one of the guys could go invisible, but the caveat was he could only go invisible if everyone was looking away from him. So he claimed he would be invisible, but nobody could ever confirm that.
Oh my
But it
God.
worked. It worked. Everybody looked away and he was invisible. So what I thought is that it would be fun for us to come up with our own superpowers, but for the other two to provide caveats to that. So like, what are the special conditions under which we can have superpowers?
Huh. Okay. I'm down.
So for me, I've always thought invisibility would be good, but I like the idea of like telepathy and teleportation and all that good stuff. But if I guess if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with maybe super strength. Like I'd really like to just be strong without trying, especially because I can't breathe well because I have a deviated septum. If anyone has listened to previous episodes, they know in fact that I am a mouth breather. I don't mean to be, but it just kind of happens.
I think I think our producer has informed us we are all mouth breathers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you guys could only hear the editing process. So no, I'd probably go with superhuman strength. That way I wouldn't have to worry about, exerting a whole bunch of force and then getting out of breath.
Okay, caveat then.
Yeah, what do you got?
Every time you use your power, you lose 1 IQ point for 48 hours.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any to spare?
No.
However many you have.
Right, I'm concerned for you.
Listen, when he said you're going to lose 1 IQ point, I was like, well, I only got like 80 times I can do this.
But it's only for 48 hours.
48 hours.
Yeah, you'll have to.
Right. I'm super happy that like there was a time limit on it, because if you're like you just lose the IQ points, I'm like, damn, I'll be dumb in like less than no time.
Just forget how to breathe.
Right. I mean, it like solves the problem ultimately, right?
Right. Oh my gosh. So do I have to come up with a caveat for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so every time you use your super strength power, I've not played this game before, so I may be a little
I don't think any
slow.
of us have.
But I'm thinking every time you use your superpower, you have to endure 2 minutes of a heavy metal music song at like, I don't know, some stupid, ridiculously loud level. And I mean like rage music.
Wouldn't that just make you more invigorated
No,
to like lift heavy things?
No,
though? So
it would
just
make
a never-ending cycle now.
No, it would make me want to gouge out my eardrums with rusty nails.
How about instead of heavy metal music, you have to listen to the world's most annoying sound from Dumb and Dumber?
Oh my God.
And it's just you can hear it. Nobody else
can hear it. I'm down if nobody else can hear it. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
You get your own theme music, but that's your theme music.
Every time you exercise your superpower, you have to listen to nails on a chalkboard for 60 seconds.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
By the way, shout out to my friend Patrick for where I first heard this idea. Him and his friends, like, to give you an example of what kind of stuff they come up with, is Patrick said something about I'd like to fly, and so somebody says you can only fly if you stick your thumb in your butt.
like an ignition, like inserting the key in your ignition, right?
Yeah. It's like it's your starter.
Well, see, I don't think it's fair that y'all said when we discussed this topic that I was not allowed to say that the caveat is you had to wear butthole eyes.
Well, that's an inside joke that people might not understand. So
I'm super glad that we have an effective editor who's never going to let that see the light of day.
But it's funny.
Next thing you know, Mom's like, I'll edit this episode.
Right, I'm editing. I'll be editing this episode because butthole eyes are making it on air.
Oh my God. All right, so that's my first stab. I figure we'll take multiple stabs at this, but what do you guys have that you would want to do?
So I think if I had to take a power, I'd want to be not immortal, but invulnerable. So like I couldn't take damage from anything, you know? Because like I don't want to be immortal because that just seems lonely and, you know.
Forever.
Yeah. You just watch
unending.
People around you die all the time. That would suck. But I'd want to be invulnerable so I couldn't like take damage or anything like that from anything.
Okay. You can be invulnerable, but you have to endure like the gravity of Jupiter. So like you move constantly, much less. Rather, all right. Let me try that again. You move.
I was expecting you to say much less slower, and I'm like,
I'm super tired. Okay. Look, I'm tired.
I'm moving superhuman speed.
I worked hard at school today. Well, you don't want to wrestle later? Well,
I love that little kid.
Maybe.
Let me go get me some cornbread.
Okay. So you can be invulnerable.
Damn you, TikTok. You TikTok.
Okay, so you can be invulnerable, but you have to endure like the gravity of Jupiter, so you can't move quickly. Like You're invulnerable, but you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Oh, well.
What you got for me,
You
Mom?
I had a good one, and then we started talking about TikTok, and you know how us old people are. We can't hold a thought for more than 30 seconds, so.
Well, and TikTok's only making that worse, isn't it?
Well, apparently that's what the government says. TikTok is bad for me. However, there are studies that show watching videos of cats and puppy dogs improves your serotonin level. So I'm not really sure how TikTok is bad for me.
So we'll just move on to Instagram Reels then.
Just saying. The same thing.
YouTube Shorts.
Same thing. They all come from the same thing.
They're fine with it as long as it's not a Chinese company. That's all they care about.
Right, but that dude is not even from China, right?
So what's your superpower? Or what's your caveat?
What's your caveat for me being invulnerable?
You can be invulnerable, but every time you invoke your power, you have to eat a liver pate sandwich.
Oh my God. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, you're like Popeye. Instead of eating spinach, you eat liver.
I don't want it anymore.
He's like,
Just
I
the
give up
thought-
completely.
Just the thought of that is disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm not a cat.
Oh, I know. So I, in preparation for this episode, did a little bit of Googling about what superpowers are, how they became popular in comics or whatever. And Google has compiled this nifty little list of
Yeah,
superpowers.
you went much deeper than I expected.
Right. All these character superpowers. And so as I go through the list, there are some on here that I was like, I didn't even know that was a superpower. But there's one called power absorption.
Oh, like you absorb the power of others.
I can just absorb y'all's power. So
Well,
that would be
okay.
my power.
That's an interesting take. This was just what was in my head. We can absolutely do that. But what was in my head is that, each universe is like only one of us has a superpower. It's like you're going under the assumption that you're the only one with superpowers.
Oh, I didn't know that I was the only person in the world with superpowers.
Well, I mean,
So now I'm
Now you do.
wait. Now I'm living in a world without you two monkeys.
no. I'm just.
I don't want to
saying-
play this game.
Oh my god. Well, I love you too, I guess. So I mean, we can
Right?
absolutely do that just for like the heck of it. But yeah, I was assuming like each one of us.
Okay, so like if I were just going to choose like an outright single power, right? Not one where I'm sucking other people's stuff down.
What are you sucking other people's what?
Whoa.
I don't suck other people's
Whoa.
anything. Let's
Yeah,
be
well,
clear. I'm married.
You power suck.
Anyways,
Anyway, your
I think, and
superpower.
I have always,
Oh my god.
maybe that is my superpower.
All right, we're about to have a lot
thank
more
you.
fans suddenly, I think.
So if I'm picking a single superpower because I'm the only super being in the world, I would have to say, what is the thing where you can go from one, like not time travel, but like
Teleport.
Teleportation?
teleportation,
Okay.
because I don't like traffic.
Every time you do teleport. Now, how do I wait? I have it. It's just like I can't word it
Be
right.
careful about what comes out your mouth. I am your mother.
So
You listen to me.
every time you teleport. Okay, no. When you teleport, you can only teleport between places that you've been. But if it's a place that you haven't been, it's however it looks to you, however you picture it in your mind. So like say like you teleport to like Paris to see the Eiffel Tower, but you only think of the Eiffel Tower. That's the only thing that's going to be there. The rest of the city.
Oh,
will
I
not.
got you. So like whatever image I conjure up in my mind, that's all I get. I just really want to go to Publix and back.
Okay, so my caveat to your ability to teleport would be that you have no control over where you get teleported to. It'll always be on dry land and it'll always be on the earth, but you don't control where you end up. So it might take 67,000 times to get where you're going.
Or I could wind up in a pit of lions or something. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, Daniel did and he survived.
I'm not Daniel.
Yeah, but you have the faith of Daniel.
Daniel, my son.
Or you can
Sorry.
anyway.
But see, then you could just instantly teleport out of there somewhere else.
Right, like there's no limit on how much you can teleport.
Okay,
You just
okay,
can't
okay.
control where you end up.
Okay. Y'all bullied me out of my first power, and then you took all the fun out of my second power.
That's the caveats.
All
I mean,
right.
if I could fly, I don't want to have to stick my thumb up my
Why
butt.
not? Just wash your booty good. Where,
Have a little fun, man.
what do you call it? Latex glove.
So I've really changed like my thought process on some of these powers based on my Christianity. Like some of this stuff, I'm like, I have no use for this anymore. Like invisibility always is your typical like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the ladies' locker room.
Oh, God.
I don't care anything about that now.
I can go to the ladies' locker room and not have to be invisible.
Well, good on you. So I guess like the power over time would be interesting, but I don't know. I don't want to mess with that too much.
You mess with time, it messes back.
Yeah, exactly. Like the butterfly effect.
Yeah, man.
Maybe,
Oh, wow.
maybe you know what? Telepathy. I'd go with telepathy because I'd love to know what my wife wants me to know when she doesn't tell me. Because like that happens quite often. She's like, "Hey, will you
Do you see the look on my face? I mean, nobody else can see it. So just for description purposes, it's blank.
Oh my god! No, every husband in the world should choose telepathy.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
I'm gonna go
So,
with
like-
telepathy.
Like read minds essentially is just what you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So every time, all right. So you can always hear what everyone within a 30-foot radius of you is thinking, no matter where you are.
Oh man, did you ever see that episode of Futurama where Fry gets the ability to read minds and he has to wear that like tinfoil hat? I'd just be walking around in a tinfoil hat all day.
I'm thinking of
aluminum
that
foil.
movie.
Yes, that.
I'm thinking of that movie.
Bruce Almighty.
No, well, that, but more along the line. I think it's Mel Gibson's in it, where he works for like an advertising agency, and he can hear what all the women around him are thinking.
Right. God, what was that name? Something in the women.
And when he walks into work, he's just like, oh.
Yeah, because he could hear everything they were thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know which movie you're talking about. It's Dr. Something and the women, or
I don't
one of
remember.
you will Google it. I'm sure.
Googling it right now.
There's like Bruce Almighty where, he
Yeah. he
can hear all the prayers.
Hear
And
all the
so like he
prayers,
just answers everybody, and then everybody wins $1.37 from the lottery.
Yeah, he like control alt deletes yes to every prayer or whatever. It's really,
Yes.
Or yeah, he like control C it all or control P it all, whatever.
Right.
All right, so I can hear everybody within a 30-foot radius, Mom.
Mm-hmm. What women want. That's the
What
name of
women
it.
want. Yeah. He's like a gynecologist or something, isn't he?
No, he works for like an advertising agency.
Oh, I
For,
must
like,
be thinking
women's
of a different
products.
movie. Oh, okay. Okay, so if you want the ability to know exactly what your wife is thinking, the caveat is that you must deliver.
I knew you were gonna say that I have to follow through on whatever it is that
Yep.
she's thinking. Yeah. Well,
Whatever
okay,
she's
so,
thinking.
So does that apply to everybody? Because Hayden says I can hear everyone. So does that apply to like everyone I can hear thinking? I now have to do everything that they think I should be doing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You have
I'm
to
not
comply
gonna
with
use
what you
that
hear.
very often. Like if we
You
get
have to-
lost in the
man.
desert, maybe, and like even then, it's just gonna be me. So I probably might not use it then either.
Oh, man.
Right. See, and it would take one time somebody telling me to like bug off, and I would be like,
I was
"Aw,
about to
my
say,
feelings are
is-
hurt."
It's like you're at work and somebody just walks by you like, hey, man, fuck off, man. You're just like, oh, gotta go now. Bye,
Well,
guys.
here's the
Clocking
deal.
out.
Here's the deal. I might actually still
I'm
use
out.
it no matter what because I'm trying to be Christ-like, and Christ is a servant, right? And I'd love to know where people are struggling so I can minister to them effectively. I'm gonna use this for the good.
There you go.
I like your answer. I like the way you're thinking. I like the way you're thinking. Okay, so is it me or you, Hayden?
I'll go. I would take super speed, but not like
A train.
not like that. I more along the lines of the Flash,
Oh, okay.
where there's a speed force that I tap into for my powers.
Got it. A train was pretty fast. I mean, he like blew that girl to molecules.
right in front of Jack Quaid.
Wow. I was like, what was that? So for anybody who doesn't know, it's a reference to, is it Netflix, Hayden, or Prime? Prime, The Boys. And what's his name? Carl Urban, who is,
Mhm.
it took me 3 episodes to figure out he was Bones from the Star Trek movies. Yeah. Love him.
I saw a thing today about Carl Urban. Actually, it was like, if you have Urban with short hair, it's sci-fi. If you have Carl Urban with long hair, it's fantasy.
Pretty much.
Like the movie.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay,
Pretty much.
so for me, you can have super speed, but you have no ability to know what's coming in front of you. Like you don't have like super vision at the same time, right?
Like basically, I'm just running blind.
So in a lot of those, it's like, oh, I can just run around the world, no problem. So for me, it's you can run super fast, but you can't necessarily predict what's ahead of you. So you can really only do it in like wide open spaces.
What?
Yeah, so like the Flash, he can do it because his mind can process at like superhuman speeds as well.
But not you.
But like mine can't.
You don't have that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just running and hoping I don't go
Right,
splat.
exactly.
you're just like how what's that Bon Jovi says? You're living on a wing and a prayer. So I'll add to your troubles.
What a great way to put that.
Wait, to go to Dakota's real quick, I just run like Dash at the end of The Incredibles, where I just like speed up, no, slow down, speed up, just a little bit. Like,
yeah,
you know,
get,
when they're like, when he's in
you
the
get like
track
20
race.
meters at a time. You're just like,
Yeah. So I'm going to add to your troubles. You can have super speed and not know where you're going because you also are not allowed to wear shoes.
Ooh, that might hurt.
Like any foot
No
coverings,
foot covering.
Or just
You're just-
specifically shoes.
Nope, you're just barefooting it out in the world. Wherever you may run.
Imagine running through a pile of horse doo-doo at super speed.
I was more thinking about the big blisters you were going to have, but then I started thinking about, oh, and what if you ran over a volcano or like a bum hangout parking lot with a bunch of broken bottles? Like, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like, you know,
Because
you
I
run
have-
through
moving
Chicago
really fast. Right. But I'm thinking like, if you're running really fast, you're going to generate a lot of heat as you're running. So like, if you just step through poop, it just becomes liquidy,
And
like molten
stinks.
poop on the bottom of your
It just
foot.
like
then you
fuses to you because
Ugh.
like
smell
the
it.
laws of physics or something stupid like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Then you're like one of my favorite movies, Don't Mess with the Zohan. You smell it, smell it, take
now
it.
take it.
Oh my gosh.
What's your superpower then, mother?
So if I am going to pick another superpower, I would like to have the ability to camouflage. So that
Like a chameleon?
like I can just morph into my background and be sight unseen.
Have you seen that video of the chick who painted herself blue and like hit up against her husband's curtains in his little game room?
No.
I have.
So he had blue curtains and it was like dark, and she painted her whole body to be the same color as his curtains and then like stood up against them in the dark corner of the room so he didn't see her.
Right.
And she just started chucking stuff at him while he was playing.
I
That's
love
so
it.
perfect.
She's my new superhero.
And you would like see her smile and you could just see her teeth like up against.
Wait, is this the same
It's the
couple who
funniest
like
thing.
constantly is dropping the buckets of stuff on each other when they walk in a room?
No, I know who you're
Okay.
talking about. No, this is just some like random
Okay.
video that she made.
So those people that do the bucket dropping, I would not
Mhm.
want to be the person responsible for cleaning their house because they make a mess all the time.
I would also not want to live in fear in my own house.
yeah,
Like what's the house the saying? Like a cat on a hot tin roof. Like
Dude. Okay.
Right?
So for me, mine's actually pretty mild in this case.
Wait. Did I get caveats?
That's
I'm
what he's doing.
literally about to do that.
Oh, sorry.
So mine's. God,
I'm so camouflaged. I forgot where I was.
you're like camouflaged intelligence right now. So
Yes.
So for me, mine's a little pretty simple. I would say that you can be camouflaged, but only so long as you're making like a humming sound. So like you can blend in, but you almost like have to kind of be giving yourself away in a different way.
So like if there was anybody in the room, they'd be like, "Where the hell is that noise coming from?"
It's like
right?
a little fly or
okay.
something. Like it can be really quiet, like it doesn't have to be loud, but you have to be making some sort of noise.
You give this to me, the person with autosensory, like repetitive noises drive me nuts. I'd be the one going, "Where the hell is that humming noise coming from?"
So mine would be only the clothing you wear and your skin can become camouflaged. So like
So
you
like
would
my
just-
hair stands
your
out.
hair, your eyeballs, your teeth, if your mouth was open, your nails. So like you would have to like put a beanie on. You'd have to like put a beanie on in all your hair.
Like a full ski
Up in
mask.
the
You know, the ones
beanie.
that. No, not a beanie, the full.
I think I broke the cat.
The ski mask like you rob a bank with, you know, with the little hole in the eye cut out.
Bro, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, what's that wig and triangle doing over there?
Shut up.
Think about it like when you're playing a video game, you accidentally clip into the character's head and you can like see their eyes and stuff.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's so freaking creepy.
So like you would have to like,
I think
wear
it's
clothes to
creepy that
cover
you
all
said
that
wig and triangle.
Yeah, it was meant to be. Thanks.
So like you'd have to be prepared. You couldn't just use it off the bat. Like if someone was trying to rob you or something, you couldn't just go
I'd have to have,
camouflage
like-
because you'd just be floating hair.
I'd have to have like knee-high socks and elbow gloves, opera-length gloves, and a ski.
Your skin does. It's just like your hair, your nails, your eyes. None of that camouflages with you.
Okay, then I need gloves and a ski mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you prepare accordingly, right?
Well, and then I can't wear my glasses.
Yeah, I can be camouflaged. I can't see shit. but
I
I'm
can't
You
see
could wear sunglasses.
I can't see 2 feet in front of my face.
You could get prescription sunglasses, and then like because they're not clear, they would camouflage and block your eyes. You just walk around with those all the time.
Okay, I'm taking
man,
notes.
That was a good one. Good one. Okay, so for my next one, I'd probably go with omnilinguism.
To know all languages.
Yeah,
To
I'd
speak
be
all
able
the
to
languages?
Understand anyone. Yeah.
You just want to understand them, or you want to speak them?
Anyone. No.
You want to
understand
understand them or speak them? Okay.
Bro, chill.
Shut up.
To understand and communicate with everyone everywhere.
Huh.
That's not a power I would want.
I was gonna go. You can understand it. You just can't speak it. But
I was going to tell him he had to answer in Pig Latin.
I got an easy one. Like I can give
I
myself
got
a
one.
caveat on this one.
I have one, so you can speak and understand it, but nobody talks to you.
That's a pretty good one. I like that.
okay, you can.
I have all this power and I can't do anything with it.
You can speak and understand it and like communicate perfectly with everybody, but you do it in the most southern accent possible, so you sound like an American, and they get annoyed with you.
I sound stupid no matter what. Got it.
You're like,
Okay.
"Hola, ¿cómo estás?"
Como te llamas, Jason?
You'd be that guy they make the Mexican word of the day memes about.
Oh my god. That's pretty good. I
Oh
love
my
that.
God. Okay.
Oh man,
Oh, I need another superpower, huh?
I have one. I would want the power to manipulate odds in my favor. Like, well, not maybe.
Of course,
not
my
necessarily-
husband wants that one too.
Not necessarily in my favor, but like my personal odds for me. So like if I buy a lottery ticket, I can manipulate the odds to be in my favor so I win. And everyone else's disfavor so they don't,
So you would screw me and Jason over.
pretty much. But I can manipulate the odds for you too.
Okay. I thought you said
Like,
only in your favor. You just win and pay us.
Sure.
Yeah,
in my
we'll go with
favor.
that. Yeah, we'll
Okay,
go with
only
that.
in my favor.
Okay. You can manipulate odds, but you can only activate it when you fart.
Oh, I can do that all the time then.
I was going to say, he's rolling in the dough.
Yeah, but it's like an unbelievable, like it's bad.
Ask my wife.
Everyone will know all the time.
I don't think he cares.
People around you will. Hey, can you stop winning?
I'm sorry.
Okay. So you can manipulate the odds in your favor, but they outlaw all lotteries and casinos.
What? like you can manipulate odds, but only in
What's it-
like card games. There's like only in like solitaire.
But no,
Tetris.
No, if the right. So there's like no personal gain. He can get no personal gain.
Wait a minute.
I can manipulate the odds that I get a very high paying job and don't have to do anything. Then
Yeah,
I
no.
don't have to play the lottery.
Except work.
I can manipulate the odds that I come into work and it's all just magically done for me.
That's a different superpower.
There was an episode of The Twilight Zone where a guy.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Sorry, sound effects. It's my superpower.
Okay. So you're not very good at it. So there's an episode of Twilight Zone where a guy, like, he walks into this room and he's like, "Oh man, I'd really like to gamble." And so there's another guy that's always with him and he's like, "Oh, you want to gamble? Okay, here." And so he like goes to the table and he starts playing and he wins every single time. And the guy's like, "What's the deal? Like, there's no risk in this. Like, I can't lose." And he goes, "Would you like for me to arrange for you to lose?" And he's like, "No, like that's stupid. Like I'll know that it's coming, you know." He's like, "That you take the thrill out of it." And so it turns out the guy thought he was in heaven because he was getting everything he wanted. Turns out he was in hell because it's all prearranged and like he hated it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was really silly.
It sounds like a Twilight episode.
It does.
It does.
This is one of the old ones.
Yes, the ones in black and white that used to come on when I was a kid.
Yeah.
All right, is it me? So I think that I would want. I don't know that I really want this, but maybe precognition, being able to know what's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah. Is it precognition or premonition?
Well, you have a premonition. You can have the
Okay.
power of
I gotcha.
precognition.
I think that's right.
They're sort of similar.
So basically, you want to be able to tell the future.
Precognition.
So precognition, sorry. If I'd had precognition, I would have known that was going to happen.
Exactly.
Precognition is the ported psychic phenomenon of seeing or otherwise becoming directly aware of events in the future.
Purported.
What'd I say?
Purported.
You know why? Because my glasses are dirty and I can't see 2 feet in front of my
Well,
face.
you're
Too
camouflaged, I
camouflaged.
guess.
Right. We'll go with purported. Basically, it just means you can see in the future.
Okay. You can have that ability, but you have to use it as if, like, you have to present that to the world as if you're a scam fortune teller with the crystal ball and everything, so nobody believes you.
That's really good.
I got to wear the scarf and carry on the little glass
Call me
ball.
now,
and-
Miss Cleo.
Right. I was just. Oh my God! You are my child. You are my child. Because I was like, what was the chick's name who
Well,
got in
I
trouble?
have precognition, so.
Right. You stole my superpower.
Yeah, so you can only use it if you present yourself to the world as one of those fake psychic crystal ball ladies.
Cool. I'm down.
Yeah. So,
Call me at 1-866-999-8822. I'll tell you your future. $49.99.
Wow. Yeah, this is the whole, like...
I'm sorry if
not
someone
sponsored, by
actually
the way.
has that number.
It was an 866 number.
Yeah.
So for me, you can have precognition, but only about the most irrelevant things in life. Like, you
Oh,
know,
God.
when bags of concrete go on sale or something like that. Like, stuff that
Hey,
you would
I
never
might-
need anyway.
I might want to pour a patio.
Yeah. Well, fair. I almost
never
like
know.
changed it. Knowing you and your projects, I almost changed it. I'm like, wait, she might need concrete. Like, I don't know.
Right?
But yeah, you can only use it for things like that don't matter to you anyway.
Just be like, you know, if the Prime Minister of Britain's going to trip that morning.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you can't even
yeah.
communicate, hey,
I
don't
can't
go
even
out your
tell him.
house today. Like, yeah. Use
Hey,
the way to
sit
get
down.
the message to him.
Especially because you look like a crazy crystal ball lady that nobody believes.
Exactly. Sit your ass down.
Don't leave the house today.
Eamon.
All right, I think we have
All
time
right.
for probably one more round.
Yeah, so for this one, I'd probably go with telekinesis. I'd like to be able to lift things with my mind.
I could go the easy route on a caveat and give you a weight limit, but I want to do something a little bit more like thoughtful than that.
All right, no caveats. Moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
So if you're like when you use your power, you lose all motor function in your body.
Oh no! Like I have to
Like
be
you-
completely still and just
You
dumbfounded.
just go limp.
Just like
You're yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So like if you want to pick something heavy up and move it somewhere else, too bad.
I have to fall on the ground like a slithery little snake.
And then
Like
you
a
could-
steak.
You could use your telekinesis to pick yourself up.
Nice. I can like I can form myself like a marionette, and then like people are trying to talk to me, and I'm just like, like I'm not really me right now. I'm doing
Yeah.
telekinesis things. I love that.
So you can only use your superpower when there's no one else around.
Okay. Yeah. So nobody will believe me.
Right.
It's like I can
And-
lift that
and-
thing with my mind, and they're like, "Do it." And I'm like, you gotta go. Like I can't.
It's like I can go invisible as long as you don't look at me.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. Plus, I mean, honestly, Jason, when are you by yourself?
Not very often anymore since I
Right.
got married. But I like it this way. I love my wife.
I like your wife too. I love your wife too.
Whoa,
All right.
editor.
I love your wife. Well, I mean, I like her too, but I love her too.
Me too.
I love her different than you.
Both of those things.
Yes. They are important, both of them. Okay. Is it me or you, Hayden?
I need another superpower, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, and then I'll finish it off.
Okay.
'Cause
We'll
I
go
can't
out of
think
order.
I'm going to listen. We're rocking the boat. Rocking the boat.
Word.
So my superpower is going to be flight, because if I can't use my teleporting and I can't be camouflaged, then I can just fly away, right?
You have to put your thumb in your butt.
Sure, whatever. I'll wear a latex glove. I don't care. My butt's clean.
No.
All right.
Oh.
So for me, you can have the ability to fly, but you can't go anywhere. So like it's really just
What?
levitation. Like you can only stay in the same
Like
coordinates that you're in.
like Chris
So I'm
Angel
like a
type
bird in a
flying.
cage.
Right. So you can stay on your X.
That's not
plane,
flying, though.
but
You're
you
just taking
can't-
my power away?
Yeah, that's levitating. I feel like
Right.
it's a different power.
Okay. Well, then I'll come up with something different.
My caveat for you would be that you have to do one entire loop around the circumference of the world before you land where you want to land.
Like
Wow,
in
that
real
seems
time,
like a-
or
I was
can
going
you
to say,
go
that
fast?
seems like a giant waste of time.
Well, I mean, if you fly, let's say you fly double the speed of the fastest aircraft in the world. So, like, I don't know how fast that'd be, but 1,000 miles an hour or something like that.
Yeah, I
maybe
think that
maybe a
sounds
little bit
about right.
more. It'd probably take you about a day to get around the world.
Maybe like as fast as the ISS.
Yeah, so 16 minutes.
To go around the world? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't ask why I know how long it takes the ISS to orbit Earth.
Because we live where the rockets go from.
So yeah, you have to do one loop around the world before you can land. Even if you just want to go down the street.
Well, I mean, I'll just walk.
Yeah.
I'll just teleport. I forget what my restrictions on teleportation
I don't
were.
remember.
I need a reference card so I know which superpower to use.
You can fly, but only while like poking yourself with a tack or a needle or something.
My God, what are you, a sadist?
I'm
I have to
trying
injure
here.
myself?
Really
I have to
trying.
injure- It's okay. I have to injure myself to fly?
Yeah, you do. You're
All
welcome.
right. I'm down. You didn't say I had to poke myself hard.
All right.
You just gotta poke yourself.
I don't
Okay.
know why this is the power I thought of. And it seems a little like I could use this for nefarious deeds, but I would want to have the ability.
Shout out to the nefarious episode.
I would want to have the ability to alter people's memories of me.
Oh.
So like say I got in a conversation or like in an argument with like someone and they're like, no, I know this is what you did. I could then like alter their memory to see my viewpoint instead, even if I was wrong.
So it's manipulation is what you want.
Of memories.
Power of suggestion.
Yeah.
Got
so
it.
like I could like walk in and try to rob a bank or whatever, and the guard's like, you're not supposed to be back here. And I was like, I showed you my past, dude. And then he like remembers, even though I didn't, but he remembers.
I'm not even back here. What are you talking
Right.
about?
What are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Oh, my bad. I thought you were literally standing here talking to me.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay, so you can only use that superpower. Oh my gosh. You can only use that superpower if you first. Oh, this is tough.
Okay. You can alter people's like memories or thoughts of you. You can have that power. But every time you use it, you lose an hour off your life.
Ooh. Ooh, yeah, that's good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Okay. You can only use, when you use that superpower, before you can employ your superpower, you have to go outside and run around the block in your underwear screaming, I love my mommy.
That's so like, there's a lot to that.
Oh my God.
You have to get naked and then tell everybody you love me.
No, where in your underwear screaming, I love my mommy.
Dude, imagine I've used it enough to where like I now only have like 45 minutes to live and I want to do it one more time. So I'm just running around the street in my underwear going, I love my mommy. I love my mommy. And then I just die.
Yeah.
Because I've used the last, because I lost it.
Because like as soon as you're done, like, okay, like you can't even actually do the
You can't even reap the benefits.
Oh,
yeah.
You can't even reap the benefits. Oh my gosh.
jeez. I should have wrote these down. Oh my God.
You should have.
Those were good.
We're going to need like.
Hey, we recorded
Yeah,
it.
that's true. We did.
Right. You're going to have to make note cards so everybody remembers what they can and cannot do.
Right.
Honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm feeling like there might be a part 2 to this sometime down the road.
I would
sure.
do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was
for
a good
sure.
one.
For sure. This was good. Hey, wait, speaking of good, did you guys check out the Monkey Mischief this week?
I didn't. I'm
Okay.
completely going into this blind. Let me know. Let me have it.
Aren't you always? Aren't you always? Okay, so for those of you who bother to go by the social media and check out Monkey Mischief Mondays, where we post the first half of a funny, and you come join us on Wednesdays to hear the punchline. This week you would have seen, I just discovered that the Kool-Aid Man plays baseball. He's the pitcher.
I love that.
Wait, real question though.
Oh yeah.
Real question though. Is the Kool-Aid Man the pitcher or the liquid?
He just is, man.
He just is. He's the pitcher.
spirit.
Mm.
He's the
He's the
spirit
pitcher.
of
It says so.
Okay.
He's the
Hey,
pitcher.
fair enough.
If you'd like to land yourself a Monkeys Unfiltered sticker, you can visit us at monkeysunfiltered.com. Sticker at monkeysunfiltered.com and submit your joke. If we select your joke to use in social and voice it on air, we will definitely send you a Monkeys Unfiltered sticker.
They're pretty dope.
Yeah.
They are dope. I have one on my Jeep.
I've given out a few, actually. I definitely appreciate you guys taking some time to talk with me about this. I feel like it was really enjoyable. I had a good time. Again, I really think there's a part 2 imminent in the future. And I don't know about you guys, but I didn't write anything down. I just kind of pulled up a list of like available superpowers because you get dumb in the moment. You just like,
Right.
I don't even know how old I am or what my name is if I don't have it written down in front of me when I'm recording. So
Yeah, I took all that straight from the brain.
yeah,
I didn't look anything up. Right before recording, I asked my wife, I was like, give me 3 superpowers you want.
now, quickly. All right. Well, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please return next week, same time, same place as always, for more hilarity.
If you enjoyed this week's episode of the Monkeys Unfiltered podcast, be sure to follow us on social media at Monkeys Unfiltered. Also, be sure to like and subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts. Adios.
Thanks. See y'all later.
Ciao.
So here's the one. Doesn't help I don't talk good, so me no talk good. Words hard. Brain smooth.